Your daily Mass readings and Gospel commentary coming right up.
I saw water coming forth from the temple, and all those were saved to whom the water came. A reading from the book of the prophet Ezekiel. In those days, the angel brought me back to the door of the temple, and behold, water was issuing from below the threshold of the temple towards the east, for the temple faced east, and the waters was flowing down from below the right side of the threshold of the temple, south of the altar towards the east. Then he brought me out by the way of the north gate and led me round on the outside to the outer gate that faces towards the east. And the water was coming out on the right side, going on eastward with a line in his hand. The man measured 1,000 cubits and then led me through the water, and it was ankle deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, and it was knee deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, and it was up to the loins. Again he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass through, for the water had risen. It was deep enough to swim in, a river that could not be passed through. And he said to me, Son of man, have you seen this? Then he led me back along the bank of the river. As I went back, I saw upon the bank of the river very many trees on the one side of the other. And he said to me, This water flows towards the eastern gate and goes down into the Arabah. And when it enters the stagnant water of the sea, the water will become fresh. And wherever the river goes, every living creature which swims will live, and there will be very many fish, for this water goes there, that the waters of the sea may become fresh. So everything will live where the river goes. And on the banks, on both sides of the river, there will grow all kinds of trees for food. Their leaves will not wither, nor their fruit fail, but they will bear fresh fruit every month, because the water from them flows from the sanctuary. Their fruits will be for food, and their leaves for healing. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. God is for us a refuge and strength, an ever-present help in time of distress. So we shall not fear, though the earth should rock, though the mountains quake to the heart of the sea. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. The waters of a river give joy to God's city, the holy place, the dwelling of the Most High. God is within and cannot be shaken. God will help it at the dawning of the day. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. Come and behold the works of the Lord, and how some deeds he has done on the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. Glory and praise to you, O Christ. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Restore to me the joy of your salvation. Glory and praise to you, O Christ.
The man was cured at once. The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. John. There was a Jewish festival, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now at the sheep pool in Jerusalem there is a building called Bethsaida in Hebrew, consisting of 5 porticos. And under these were crowds of sick people, blind, lame, paralyzed. One man there had an illness which had lasted 38 years. And when Jesus saw him lying there and knew he had been in this condition for a long time, he said, "You want to be well again?" "Sir," replied the sick man, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is disturbed. And while I am still on the way, someone else gets there before me. Jesus said, Get up, pick up your sleeping mat and walk. The man was cured at once, and he picked up his mat and walked away. Now that day had happened to be the Sabbath, so the Jews said to the man who had been cured, It is the Sabbath. You are not allowed to carry a sleeping mat. He replied, But the man who cured me told me, Pick up your mat and walk. He asked, Who is that the man who said to you, Pick up your mat and walk? The man had no idea who it was, since Jesus had disappeared into the crowd that filled the place. After a while, Jesus met him in the temple and said, Now you are well again. Be sure not to sin anymore, or something worse may happen to you. The man went back and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had cured him. It was because he did things like this on the Sabbath that the Jews began persecuting Jesus. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Do you want to be well? What a powerful question asked by Jesus to each one of us today. Like the man in the Gospel, we are all sick and we are all in need of healing from the Lord. The unfortunate thing in it is that instead of asking the right question asked by Jesus, we spend our time complaining of no one being there to help us. Like this man who was sick for 38 years and had no one to help him, Jesus comes to us today to raise us up for a new start again. Therefore, instead of sitting and complaining of no one available to help us today, let us right now take the courage to stand up and at the command of Jesus, walk out of our painful and sinful past.
For more amazingly short and yet rich Mass preparation resources, like and subscribe to this channel, Omukristo Omukatolichi.